Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from HOMPOW. This is their F1 native 1080p home theater projector. This includes Bluetooth connection and a dual band Wi-Fi for connecting devices as well. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get. Once you get it out of the box, you're going to get the F1 projector. I'm going to set that to the side for a moment. We'll take a look at some of the literature that they do give us here. Now, they do give us a quick start guide, and this is going to be how to screen mirror your iOS or Android phone to the projector itself, so that it does have that built-in capability. It does support 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi for a faster, more stable connection. So you can check that out. Also, a full user manual here. This is going to show you all your port layouts, your button layouts, and more importantly, some of the specifications here, which I will leave up here for you as well. Now, this particular projector is a native 1080p. It does have up to 11,000 lumens with a high contrast ratio of 10,000 to 1, which you'll get to see when we do the demonstration in just a few moments. You do get a standard 2-prong to 2-prong AC power cord here to power up the projector. That means that it's nice and easy to take the power cord with you if you need to, because the power supply is built into the F1. Now, you do get a legacy AV cable here in case you have older devices, like maybe a VCR or something like that, that uses red and white for audio and yellow for video. So if you do need to hook something up like that, you can. They do include a full HDMI to HDMI cable. I have a ton of these personally, but it's always good that they give one in the bag. So if you just need to quickly set this up and hook it up to maybe your game console or your PC or laptop, you'll be able to do so no problem. Now, you can see there they give you a lens cleaning cloth for the lens and a leveler that will screw into the bottom of this, giving you that correct angle that you need if you do need to maybe raise it up a little bit for whatever you're going to be projecting it on. Now, they give you a basic remote here, but it does have all your functions such as menu and back and source, exit, volume up, volume down, of course, muting your volume, pausing and playing, and power as well. And it's a small, compact remote. This remote itself, and we're going to open it up here just to see, I believe takes 2 AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure you have some batteries on hand. Taking a look at the F1, you can see we've got a nice fabric material here on the front. You do have that spot for your IR LED for the remote control. You do have a nice big lens here, native 1080p, but will support 4K file playback as well. On the right-hand side, we do have a 2-prong power adapter plug on the top. We're going to look at the focus ring at the very top, and then your keystone correction right underneath that in case you do need to manually adjust those. You do have all your button layouts here, a little LED to let you know that you are getting power to the unit. So you have all of your navigation right here if you don't need to or want to use the remote control. On the back, we're going to have some venting, and we do have 2 dual 5-watt speakers here, 2 full HDMI ports, 2 full USB Type-A ports, an AV port, and a 3.5 millimeter out port for wired speakers or headphones, and another port there that will accept your remote control. Some venting on this side, and on the bottom we've got some nice feet to hold it in place on your desk. The top hole there is for the leveler, and the middle hole is going to be for hooking this up to a tripod in case that's the way you would like to mount it. So there's your unboxing of the HOMPOW F1. Okay, so looking at the main screen, the first thing that sticks out in my mind is if you look at the corners, they're sharp and clear. There's no distortion at the corners, and it's super bright. So this is going to be something that you could use in a a lighted setting as well as a dark room. So that's a great thing here. You have all of your either AV, HDMI 1 or 2, or Miracast on the left. We've got our settings here. We're going to look at those first. Now, the first thing that comes up is picture mode. So we want to check out picture mode here, and it's set to standard by default, which is what I'll leave it on for the test. So let's take a look at picture mode and what they give us. They give us standard, but they also give us some other options like dynamic, mild, and user. Now, if you put it in user, you can change your contrast, brightness, color, and sharpness so that it can look exactly how you would like it. You also have your color temperature option here, and you can set that to cool, medium, or warm. I'm going to leave it on medium for the test. And you do have projection direction here, so if you're going to mount this maybe upside down or ceiling mount it, you can change that right here in the settings under picture settings. So that does it. But for picture mode, I'm going to set this back to standard for the testing, because I like to do out-of-the-box testing so you can expect to see what you're going to see out of the box. Sound mode is going to be the same thing. You've got standard, movie, music, sports, and user. If we go into user, you can adjust your treble, bass, and balance here as well, so you do have that option. Now, under this one, you have your sleep timer, auto sleep, and your on-screen display timer. Sleep timer, you can go from 10 minutes to 240 minutes. So say you are watching a movie in bed or something like that, and you want it to go off after 2 hours, it will do that. Auto sleep can be 3 hours, 4 hours, and 5 hours, or off if it's just sitting there and you forget to turn it off. And your OSD timer can go from 5 seconds to 30 seconds to never. So if you don't want to turn it off, you can leave it like that. I will leave it at 30 seconds. And of course, you have all of your input sources here as well: AV, HDMI 1 and 2, Miracast, and USB. Now, we do have our OSD language here, and of course mine is English, but if English isn't your first language, they've got you covered with a ton of different languages here as well. Here we'll also see our Bluetooth settings, and this is important if you want to hook up Bluetooth speakers or headphones. You can turn it on and then search for Bluetooth devices, and this will allow you to hook up, something like Bluetooth headphones. Say you don't want to wake up the whole house or something like that, or you just prefer Bluetooth headphones. You can hook them up right here under the Bluetooth settings. So this is an excellent thing to have as well. You can restore your factory defaults. You can update the software via USB, and it also has a projection zoom as well. So you can make this smaller if you don't have a large wall to project on, or you can zoom this in so that it will fit your personal space. Okay, if we go down to the lower left corner, we're going to select Miracast, and this is so that we can cast our device to the projector. I have an Android phone, so that's what I'll be testing with here. You have one step direct connection for smartphones with no need to connect to Wi-Fi for projectors, or you can hook it up to your Wi-Fi to get a faster connection. And you have some settings here as well. And this is going to be for your Wi-Fi, and this is where you're going to have that dual band Wi-Fi. You have a 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi on this for a more stable connection. So I'm going to select my 5G network here, and then I'm going to enter my credentials. And once we put in our password, we are now connected to our 5G network. You can also do some resetting here, over-the-air updates and screen mirroring settings for iOS, whether it's in AirPlay or in screen mirroring mode if you're going to use an iOS device. I am going to use an Android device, so we're going to set that up real quick, and it's super simple to do. You just have to go back, either do one-step direct connection or Wi-Fi connection. I'm going to do Wi-Fi connection. It's going to bring me to a new screen here that is basically just waiting for the connection. So what this is telling me now is that I need to use my Miracast software, whatever your phone may have. I have a Samsung phone, so Smart View is what it's going to be for me. And you're going to find it in the list under CL Cast and a bunch of numbers. So we're going to select that, and you guys will be able to see this pop up on the screen just about now. And of course, here we can see my main screen on my S23 Ultra. If I turn this sideways, of course, we're going to get a landscape. See, it's very quick over the 5G network, fluid, bright, nice colors. Overall, the F1 does an excellent job on brightness. And this is in the standard mode. Of course, you could tweak this a little bit more. You can go to YouTube and you can watch videos wirelessly from your phone or your tablet. No problems. If you want to play copyrighted material like Netflix or Prime Video or something like that, you're going to need to use something like a Fire Stick. You cannot wirelessly project copyrighted images and movies, so you will have to use something like a Fire Stick or a Chromecast plugged in to the back of the projector. But mirroring for YouTube content works perfectly, or home videos. So just to give you a good idea, I have a 4K file here on my USB drive. I'm going to turn up the volume to 75, 80% here. And we will select this and let you guys hear it. And of course, more importantly, see it and see the quality that this will produce. Got some drone footage here. Let's check it out. So there you can go. You can see that the picture is exceptional on this. Very good color representation, excellent brightness. And again, if you look at the corners of the projection, they are sharp and clear, no distortion at the corners. HOMPOW did an excellent job with the F1. So there you go. That's my review of the HOMPOW F1 native 1080p home theater projector. This theater projector is bright enough to use in lit rooms as well as dark rooms, and that is something that you don't see on a lot of projectors, but this one will definitely fit the bill. So if you can't turn off all your lights, you're still going to get an excellent picture. It's got great brightness, great color representation, includes Bluetooth and dual band Wi-Fi. Overall, I'm definitely giving the HOMPOW F1 a thumbs up. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.